Hello and welcome, Gemini. This is going to be a Where Are You Leaking Energy reading for the remainder of the month of December. And this is something that helped me early on in the beginning of the year that I've been feeling called to do for all signs. And it's something you can take a look at, and if you feel called to, you can shore up some of those leakages in your energy and see what fun might come from it. Now, Gemini, I've just drawn one Rider-Waite card and one homophone card for this. Keep it kind of simple. So you got the Moon card in reverse. And usually the Moon card in reverse can indicate hidden enemies around you. It can also indicate some clarity coming through, though it's not always the best kind of clarity. And it can often be about repressing emotions, especially those that are a mixture. I don't want to say a mixture, it has to do with your faith. So you're leaking energy in terms of your faith, Gemini. What is it that you're feeling faithless in? Is it in relationships? Is it with family? Is it yourself? Is it business? Think about how you feel like a victim. Those are areas that you leak energy. Think about where you seek distraction so you don't have to feel or sit with the ickier feelings. That's where you're leaking energy. And even more so with the homophone card that you got, which is root. Or root. Yeah, root. I would say roots. Root, as in singular. You have a root that is leaking energy. And it's a tree, which are our ancestors. It's also like a family tree. It can have to do with stability. It can have to do with home. Our homes are typically made out of wood, which comes from the trees. And it could also be that either you have some roots that, well, you might look into like toxic independence or hyper independence, which often comes from when we've been hurt enough times. Rather than healing and seeing where we're manifesting those connections, we instead feel like we'll just do it all ourselves. Like we won't seek help from anyone else. We won't give of ourselves to anyone else because then we won't get hurt. But then we also don't let the love in. And the other option is that it could be that you're leaking energy by not having the stability of having roots, like you're self-sabotaging yourself from laying them. And or it could be that either you probably, look into it. What I'm feeling called to say is you probably have roots from like mother, father, childhood wounds or ancestral wounds, generational wounds and traumas that are affecting your ability to have stable roots, as in financial abundance, healthy self-love, healthy romantic love, healthy relationships with your children, your parents, and things like that. And it's likely that you've been repressing that, and that's where you're leaking, and that's where and why you're leaking energy. I also am hearing the song Power Over Me. I don't remember who does it, but it's like, that power over me, na na, right? You might listen to it and think about what are like the first 2 or 3 things that come to mind, or people that come to mind when you think of that song. They're likely connected to where you are leaking energy. All right, Gemini. Thanks for watching.